to discuss is an inverse head and shoulder, which, as you can guess, is nothing but the head and shoulder inverted. Now, as they are bona fide reversal patterns, uh, here is also a an inverse head and shoulder is also reversing a trend, and that is basically it's reversing a downtrend towards an uptrend once the breakout of the neckline happens. Okay, so in the same thing, this is the right left shoulder, this is the head, this is the right shoulder. Okay, and similar thing also applies. Sometimes the neckline in this case is straight, but sometimes the neckline is like this. Sometimes the neckline is like sloping up. Okay, the sloping up wala ka example is in Signity. No, not Signity. Swaraj Energies, right? So Swaraj Energies has a very high upsloping neckline. Signity actually has a downsloping neckline, and they occur in all shapes and forms. Like for example, this shipping, what is it? Cochin Shipyard. Okay, I'll quickly show you the chart of Cochin shipyards. And full disclosure, I actually traded this. This was a great head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders, shoulder, head and shoulder, and the neckline here was sloping down. So this was the point when the neckline breakout happened. Okay, the actual trend change happened somewhere here because this is the point where the previous high was taken out, but this is an early entry. This breakout was also another point where the previous high was again taken. So let's go back to KDDL, and the volume patterns are not very straightforward like the head and shoulders, upright head and shoulders. But in here, what you need to see is from the head when it's rallying up towards the neckline or the apparent neckline, there has to be some volumes coming in, and at the eventual breakout also there has to be volumes coming in. So these are these volume patterns are characteristics of a good breakout, and that applies the same to an inverse head and shoulder breakout. Okay, so now here, so when people say, or even in books, great chartists have called head and shoulder as a continuation pattern. Sorry, inverse head and shoulders as a continuation pattern. So by that, what they mean is the continuation is happening of the previous uptrend. So in this case, this stage 2, this this small stage 2 from like 190 levels to not small stage to 10x, the price become 10x. So this stage 2 is again being continued if the head and shoulder breaks out from this previous high, which is 1198, and there is nothing wrong in that statement, but in the same breath you cannot then say that this inverse head and shoulder is not a reversal pattern, because then you are actually failing to see what a trend change is in its actual primal simplistic form. This was a high, ABCDEFGH. This was a high. This was a previous high of the pre-existing trend, whatever it was. What happened? There was a low here. There was a previous higher low. Then why this is a higher low? Because it's higher than the previous low. Then after this higher high, the next low came here. We will say, even though it's a little bit less, but we would still say that okay, this is not a higher low because it's the same level, right? But then what happened? The next high was actually a lower high. Does this mean that the uptrend has stopped? No, it does not, right? Because for an uptrend to cease, you need a lower low. See what happened? See what happened on this candle. This candle, the previous low, which was at 749, got broken down. Now, do you still say that this uptrend is there? No, because the moment you get lower high and lower low, see higher high, higher low. This was the uptrend. The uptrend got seized when sort of this low got broken down on this. And when this lower low happened, since we already had a lower high, we actually started a nascent downtrend. Okay, let me make this very clear. Lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low. We started a nascent downtrend, and this is this is the right side, left side of the inverse head and shoulder. This nascent downtrend is being tried to reverse by the right side of this pattern, and hence all head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, are bona fide reversal patterns. Now, of course, like I said, there was a previous higher uptrend, and if you see this in this time frame, or if you take in consideration this trend is now being continued with this breakout. But again, that doesn't mean that there was this small downtrend was not there. It was. The the mere fact that this shoulder was broken down to make this head, the mere fact that this happened means that there was a small downtrend. Okay, that's the fact. Okay, so being said that, and also discuss the uh, the volume patterns and how to trade is, this is basically